Assalamualaikum and hi everyone to my lecturer. My name is Zatil Husna binti Arshad. My name is Nordia Ilina Izzati Isa.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Syahada binti Jamaluddin.
Hi, my name is Devi Zati binti Safari.
And my name is Nurul Azra Auni binti Zamrud.
Hi, my name is Nur Asfarini binti Muhammad Faizul Azman.
Okay, I will start the presentation, which is cloud database, which is Microsoft SQL Server. So in this presentation we have 7 parts, which is introduction, cloud database infrastructure, overview and features, advantages and limitation, discussion and recommendation, limitation and future enhancement, and lastly conclusion. Okay, I will go on with the presentation with my part, which is the introduction. Have you heard about SQL Server? Okay, let me introduce you what SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. So SQL lets you access and manipulate database. It also become a standard of the American National Standard Institute, which is ANSI, in 1986, I guess, and of the International Organization for Standardization ISO in 1987. SQL is a programming language for storing and processing information in relational database. SQL is also a popular query language that is frequently used in all types of applications. Okay, SQL was invented in the 1970s based on the relational data model. It was initially known as the Structured English Query Language (SQL). The term was later shortened to SQL. SQL also implementation involved a server machine that processes the database queries and return the results. The SQL process goes through several software components, including the following. Okay. SQL system is a store collection of tables and organized structured set of data. It's a tabular column and row format, similar to that of spreadsheet. SQL database or relational database is a collection of highly structured table wherein each row reflects a data entity and every column defines a specific information field. Next of the part of our presentation is the database infrastructure. What is database infrastructure? The database infrastructure is a cloud. SQL Server is a database that is managed and hosted in a cloud computing environment by a cloud service provider. Cloud SQL Server service allow users to store, manage, and access their database over the internet. Okay. In database infrastructure, there are three infrastructure. The first one is Cloud SQL for SQL Server, which is a fully managed national database service from Google Cloud that alternative database management task. The next one is Azure SQL database. Azure SQL database is a managed cloud database service from Microsoft. Azure that offer a guaranteed connectivity of at least 90.99995% of the time. Okay, the last one is Tencent DB for SQL Server. This is a service from Tencent Cloud that offers 2 billing option, which is monthly and pay as you go. That's all from me. I will pass to next presenter, which to continue their part, which is overview and features.
For the overview, Microsoft Azure SQL Database is a cloud-based relational database service built on Microsoft SQL Server. It is offered as a managed service, meaning Microsoft handles routine database management tasks such as backup, patching, and high availability. This makes it an excellent choice for modern business applications as it provides scalability, reliability, and performance without the overhead on on-premises database maintenance. Futuristic of Microsoft SQL. Firstly, scalability. Scale on the fly without downtime. Second, built-in advisor. Learn about application characteristics and adapt to maximize performance, reliability, and data protection. Third, security and compliance. Built-in security and compliance, including one of the largest compliance certification portfolio in the industry. Next is deployment option, available as a single database or a pool database in an elastic pool. Last but not least is a ease of use, access through a vendor, API, or a web interface.
This is the advantages of Microsoft SQL Server. First is reliability and high performance. SQL Server is designed to deliver high performance with fast response times, even when managing large-scale database. Features like data compression and partitioning help optimize data access speed. Second is advanced data security. SQL Server offers robust security features, including encryption, authentication, and auditing to safeguard data against cyber threats and unauthorized access. Next, user-friendly interface. Its interface is intuitive, supported by tools like SQL Server Management Studio, which simplifies database administration and development. In addition, scalability. SQL Server is adaptable to the needs of businesses, whether for small or large-scale databases, making it suitable for organizations of all sizes. And lastly, data recovery and redundancy features. SQL Server supports automatic backups, failover clustering, and disaster recovery, ensuring that data can be restored quickly in case of system failures. Here are some disadvantages of Microsoft SQL Server. First is high licensing costs. Full edition like the Enterprise Edition can be expensive, making them less suitable for small businesses with limited budgets. Second is dependency on Microsoft ecosystem. While integration with Microsoft product is excellent, it is less flexible when used with non-Microsoft software, which can limit its applicability in hybrid environment. Next, high system resource requirements. SQL Server demands significant hardware resources such as RAM and CPU to run efficiently, especially for large databases. In addition, complexity in management. Though user-friendly for experienced administrators, new users might find it challenging to understand advanced features like replication or performance tuning. And lastly, limited cross-platform support. SQL Server is best suited for Windows operating systems. While there are Linux versions, they are not as optimized as the Windows versions.
For the discussion, SQL Server serves as one of the most widely used technology for data storage, management, and analysis. So, SQL Server store data in a structured manner, ensuring consistency and ease of retrieval. Organizations are increasingly going to use the cloud, so SQL Server facilitates this transition. Companies that use Azure SQL database service no longer need to worry about server maintenance and can instead focus on their data. SQL Server also has additional tools that secure important details, such as encryption data and monitoring for suspicious activity. SQL Server assists business in transforming raw data into usable insight by including built-in analytic capability and seamless connectivity with Power BI. Also, SQL Server is more than just data storage. It also solves problems and creates opportunities. For example, if your company already uses Microsoft products such as Excel or Power BI, SQL Server fit perfectly in. It's meant to integrate easily with the Microsoft environment. Additionally, with capabilities like automatic backup and emergency recovery, that organization can rely on the SQL Server for keeping their data safe. So, switching to the cloud additionally enables organization to pay only for the resources that use, making it easier to manage their budget. SQL Server is also used in a variety of industry, include online shopping, e-commerce, data reporting and analysis, enterprise software, and company that deal with Internet of Things, IoT, or big data. For the recommendation, first is pick up the right edition because to make sure to select edition that fits for your company size, cost and technical requirement. For example, SQL Server Express is free and ideal for a small company, and then SQL Server Standard for small to medium sized business, and also SQL Server Enterprise for large company. And then to set up automatic backup and a plan for disaster recovery that includes features like always on availability group to ensure high availability and little downtime if something goes wrong. After that, we invest in training for member of your organization to help them manage and optimize SQL Server successfully, because Microsoft provide a well material and certification to assist staff to get up to speed. Lastly, if you use other Microsoft product, SQL Server integrates smoothly with tools such as Power BI, Azure Synapse Analytics, and Power Automation. This connection can help you make more informed decisions and automate course.
For my part, I will present about the limitation of the Microsoft SQL Server. We got 5 of limitation, which is for the first one is data storage limitation. It comes with a variety of addition to improve its ability to retain information, but some addition may have some storage limitation. Example like SQL Server 2019 standard edition has a maximum database size restriction of 524 PB, but it cannot fulfill the demand for a large scale storage. For the second one, we got backup and storage performance, which is it can be challenging for a large scale database because it will take a long time depending on their size of backup required. For the third one, which is the cost, example the license server can be expensive depending on the edition that they choose. If they want to purchase a higher edition, it can be a prohibitively costly, especially in a large installation with many processors. For the fourth one, we got maintenance. It's we got complexity of maintenance tasks, which is example the database has its own schedule that include backup. For the second, disaster discovery maintenance, which is it's a downtime or failure testing or a high availability of installation require testing failover and recovery method to ensure business continuity in the event of the system breakdown. For the last one, we got complex configuration and management, which is it can lead to a lack of Microsoft SQL Server, which is example that installation and configuration, it will be tough depending on the extent of deployment. For future enhancements, we got 4 future enhancements that can be made in Microsoft SQL, which is for the first one is improve performance and scalability. which is like memory improvement. It can enhance the support for large in memory and permanent memory. Example like non-volatile memory, it can reduce the risk of this. For the second one, we got advanced integration of AI and machine learning, which is it can be upgraded to more comprehensive AI capability, which is it can will make it will easier to examine the complicated data by automatically analyzing data pattern. For the third one, we got security enhancement improvement, which is it can be expected to include stronger zero trust security framework in light of the growing significance of cybersecurity. This framework will be used in the future and can improve user data safety by implementing stricter access limit. For the last one, we got simplified management and automation, which is automated option for database tuning and optimization could be added to SQL Server, which will decrease the need of human interaction. In conclusion, we know that Microsoft SQL Server is very useful for users to use their services because it provides many facility that offer in the Microsoft SQL Server, but they also have a difficulty that must be handled and to update the service supply. Example, Microsoft SQL Server can enhance their performance, security, and management simplicity. Aside from that, we know that SQL Server may be able to consider the advice made, such as selecting the appropriate version, backup, and discovery for disaster. Moreover, organizations who wish to use the service can provide the training on Microsoft SQL Server so that they can make the best use of the capability provided. Not forget to mention that determining which version is best for them. Other than that, we know about the features in the Microsoft SQL Server give user a lot of the advantages while using the server. So the user may know how to improve. We may know how to use this server well to make sure to running their business well. That's all from us. Thank you.